As network marketers, we tend to overestimate what we can accomplish in 1 year and way underestimate what we're capable of accomplishing in 5 years. I believe that's why there's such a high failure rate in network marketing. Stay tuned. That's what we're going to cover on today's show. Hey, Wealth Warrior, it's Jackie Ulmer, and welcome to the Street Smart Wealth Experience. I'm a multi-million-dollar social selling expert and your guide to master the art of the social sell for network marketing. I help network marketers build a thriving social selling business without annoying their family, friends, or strangers. And you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. We do all this together in the Street Smart Wealth Academy, so join me over there, streetsmartwealthacademy.com. So I absolutely love today's topic because I know it's so true. It's been so true for me in the past, certainly when I launched my network marketing business. And I'm guessing that you may be able to relate or you know someone who can relate. So an important thing to note is that we don't get our goals, we get our habits. This is one of my absolute favorite quotes, and it's been proven time and time again. Ask anyone who's ever made it, and they'll tell you it basically comes down to good habits. Not always being the best, not always being the smartest, not always being the first to, put something in play, but truly engaging in good habits and actions day in and day out, whether we feel like it or not. We tend to overestimate what we can accomplish in 1 year and way underestimate what we can accomplish in 5 years. And again, I believe that this has a lot to do with the high failure rate in network marketing. We launch our business, we think about launching it, we push submit and submit our credit card and order our package. And then we have lots of sometimes doubt, hesitation, but we also have high hopes. We're excited. We see the potential. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. We're going to talk to Susie Q, and then we're going to talk to so-and-so. And we're sure that we're going to be a six-figure income earner in that very first year. However, for most people, there are a lot of obstacles that have to be conquered along the way, and it's mostly in our mindset and our thinking. We have to take the time to learn and master the network marketing business fundamentals. Have you mastered those? The skill sets and the mindsets that create success. And we're going to talk about why tiny changes make a big difference. This is what will lead to way accomplishing more than you thought you could over the course of 5 years. Now, success best happens by a commitment to a strategy of constant and never-ending improvement. You may have heard that before. Note that I didn't say massive improvement in a short amount of time. But unfortunately, that's typically how we kind of pigeonhole ourselves into creating this. The key to a slide edge mentality, is marginal gains over time. The principle comes down to the idea that you can break anything down into small processes that you can then improve on. And here's why small habits make a big difference. It's easy to overestimate the importance of making radical changes right now and underestimating the value of making small improvements on a daily basis. We convince ourselves that massive success requires massive action. Let's take losing weight. When we focus on losing weight, we're focused on losing it as fast as we can, right? We set a goal and we want to get it done. When we focus on building a business, we look at others and we hear their success stories and we think, gosh, there's something wrong with me if I'm not making $1 million in my very first year, right? What's wrong with me? Why can't I get this done? We want to write a book, but we have no idea how to chunk it down into small pieces that allow us to have that great success. It's far more meaningful in the long run when you focus on small, noticeable changes. Not so much noticeable day in and day out, but at the end of the month, the improvements we make over time can be astounding. Focusing on an improvement of getting 1% better each day for a year means that you're going to end up 37 times better by the time you're done at the end of that year. The equation for this is in the show notes if you're curious. The problem is that most often we don't have the patience to deal with this type of compound interest, the kind that gives us the results that we're looking for, the self-improvement that we're looking for. We practice that habit for 1 or 2 days. We don't see any visible results and we throw in the towel. Can you relate to this at all? It's only looking back over time when we see the value of good habits that we can see the cost of bad habits. You save a little bit of money today and you're still not a millionaire at the end of the month. You get frustrated. You go to the gym for 3 days in a row and you're still out of shape. When you get home, you look in the mirror and you think this isn't working and you throw in the towel. That slight piece of transformation that's occurring though, that makes it harder because it's so slight to let that bad habit take over. So we give up on the good habit because we don't see those results right away. Habits can work both ways for us, so we have to be careful, all right? Bad habits can bring you down just as good habits build you up. Understanding these details is critical. You must know how habits work and how to design them to best serve you so you can avoid the negative side of habits. And all of us have experienced that. Breakthrough moments really aren't breakthroughs at all. They're simply the result of previous actions which build up the potential required to create that major change, that major transformation that you're looking for. You can look around you and see this pattern shows up everywhere. You've probably heard the story of the bamboo shoot that can hardly be seen for the first 5 years of its existence. But while it's existing in that 5 years, it's building a very extensive root system. Pretty soon, it explodes 90 feet into the air within 6 weeks. Now, because we live in a society that's based around instant gratification, the process of building those habits, those solid habits, often doesn't last. People make small changes, fail to see a big result, and then decide to stop. And you start thinking, gosh, I've been running every day for a month, so I don't see anything. I don't see a big shift in my body, so I'm going to quit. When this type of thinking takes over, it's super easy to let those good habits fall by the wayside. So you've got to continue with your habits long enough to break through the plateau that most of us experience in the beginning. If you find yourself struggling to build a good habit or break a bad one, it's not because of you. It's not because you don't have the ability to improve. It's simply because you haven't committed to it and stuck with it long enough to begin to see that visible change. So let's shake things up a little bit and just forget about goals. Let's forget about goals for a minute. Let's focus on habits and let's focus on systems. Systems for success. Systems are what equals success in network marketing. All big things come from small beginnings. Now, for me, let's take fitness. It's a little easier. I have a goal to keep my body in good physical shape, to have toned, defined muscles, and to be what I like to call sculpted. Okay. I like to see a little definition in my arms, my legs, etc. On any given day when I work out, I'm not going to see a huge difference. But about 3 years ago, I committed to a 15 to 30 minute workout every single day. Now, this is in addition to my walking and my commitment to 10,000 steps each day. This was more about stretching, yoga, weights, core, and strength training. Okay. I wasn't focused on lifting super heavy weights because in my mind, that would create faster results. I was focused much more on slow, concise movements using mostly my body weight to begin with and doing exercises that I could do anywhere. I could do them in a hotel room, at a convention. I could do them in an airport even, and certainly in my own home, which is where I prefer to work out. I focused on watching the results unfold over time, and I stopped looking in the mirror. I stopped looking in the mirror and I stopped stepping on the scale for a period of time. I just simply focused on checking the box every single day for committing to that workout of 15 to 30 minutes. My thought process is the time's going to go anyway. I might as well commit 15 to 30 minutes a day, which I can easily find and make in my day and get it done. And the results have been amazing. I love the way my body looks. I love the way it feels more than anything. The definition of my muscles, the strength that I feel, and the healthier way that I feel more than anything. I'm no longer focused on perfection or measuring myself up against the, curated, carefully photoshopped images and with filters and everything that we see on Instagram. That's not real life. I live now and every day in real life. In fact, I'm recording this in my closet. That's how real life it is. But this is a perfect place. The sound, the lighting, it works for me. Understanding the difference between goals versus systems is important. Goals are what you want to accomplish. Systems are the way to get you there. Now, I can't really define it any more simply than that. The goal is what you want to achieve at the end of it, and the systems are those habits, those actions, those skill sets that you're going to put into play every single day to ultimately get you to your goal. Could you achieve a goal without even actually setting the goal, simply by encouraging and following and engaging in your systems? Yes, I fully believe that you could and you can and you will if you just do it. Let's think about this. Achievers and non-achievers typically have the same goals. The difference is that setting the goal is only one piece of it. Actually achieving the goal is going to require action to be taken beyond just setting the goal. The difference between achievers and non-achievers typically is that they don't have the same systems in place. They don't focus on those daily actions that are required to achieve that goal. If you're having problems changing your habits, the problem isn't necessarily you. It's more in your systems. So what we want to do is begin to look at your systems that you have in place for your network marketing company, your systems for building up your mindset and your skill set, break those systems down and see what's working, what's not working, and ultimately re-engineer every system that needs to be re-engineered. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Our habits shape our identity and vice versa. So why is it so easy to repeat bad habits and so hard to form good ones? Well, my opinion is that it all comes down to our thoughts, our thinking, our mindset, our feelings around the word habits, the word bad habit, and what it takes to make good habits. A lot of negative connotations can come up around that. We've been conditioned to want instant gratification and to focus on what feels good in the moment. This is what makes it difficult to keep good habits going for more than a few days with true effort. Habits like exercise, journaling, meditation, eating healthy, and certainly doing the actions that are required in our network marketing business seem reasonable for a day or two, and then we often begin to look at them as a hassle. The goal is just to establish those habits into our daily routine. And you do have a daily routine, right? Find a way to make them fun, meaningful, and something that we actually look forward to and don't see as such a big, huge grind in our life. That's the key to building systems that build good habits, that build a successful network marketing business. Honestly, whether it's fitness, your faith, your mindset, your belief, your finances, your business, any of those things, the habits that you need to be successful don't require a whole lot of time on a daily basis, but they do require a well thought out plan and then executing on that plan. But it doesn't mean that you have to be in massive action every day. That sounds more like hustle and grind. That's exhausting and causes a lot of people to quit. We often try to change the wrong thing when it comes to changing our habits. It's our behaviors that ultimately need changed in order to change our habits. So we might be thinking about changing the wrong things. Ultimately, we want to change the outcome, right? So we want to lose weight. We want to build that successful business. We have to have a better faith and belief that leads us to that practice. So where are you on underestimating your potential in network marketing or overestimating the next few months? And if you like what you're learning here on the podcast and the videos and on my blog, you should check out the Street Smart Wealth Academy. We take all of this and we package it into a radical shift for you and the way you think and act in your business. And it's guaranteed. Do the work, get the results, or you get your money back. What could be better than that? You can learn more at streetsmartwealthacademy.com. And until next time, remember this: hesitation never cashed a check. Good luck to you in your business.